deadly quadruple shooting leaves 2 people dead and 2 others injured, and the shooters are still on the loose. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Pamela Osborne.
And I'm Will Jones. The shooting happened in a Foot Locker parking lot in Eastpointe. Jacqueline Francis is live there now. And Jacqueline, police say this all started as an argument.
Will and Pam, this parking lot behind me, this Foot Locker parking lot, was a crime scene for most of the afternoon. The store itself really has nothing to do with the shooting other than the 2 groups that were feuding decided to pull into this parking lot. They got out of the car, they got into a physical fight, and then shots were fired.
We are lucky that no innocent bystanders got hit by a stray bullet. We are very lucky that bullets didn't enter the store.
A Foot Locker parking lot in Eastpointe turned into a crime scene. The shooting happened just before 3 Saturday afternoon at 8 Mile and Kelly Road. Eastpointe police say 2 cars pulled into the parking lot. The people got out of the cars and the 2 groups began physically fighting. One person got out a gun and started beating someone else with it until the gun broke. Police say a woman then got out of the car, grabbed another gun from the trunk and began shooting. 4 people were shot. 1 man died on scene. Another died at the hospital. The 2 other men are in stable condition.
This makes no sense to me, and it hurts my heart, to see somebody else to have to go through this. Somebody finna have to bury their kids, and it don't make no sense.
Somebody going to jail forever.
It's just wrong.
The suspect is on the run, but police believe there is no ongoing threat.
But we do not believe that is...
How is it not an ongoing threat?
Any danger to the public, because we do not think it was random. These 2 groups of people knew each other, and it appears that's what the fight.
So let me give you all a little bit of insight. Number one, this is Eastpointe. So you may have recognized through the movie 8 Mile that Detroit is the border for a lot of cities that obviously, as 8 Mile runs up and down, it actually borders on a lot of different cities. So if you go down, it'll be Southfield, Ferndale, Oak Park, Hazel Park, Eastpointe. And so Eastpointe is on the east side of Woodward. So what people don't know is that all of the cities that are bordering on 8 Mile is not phenomenal cities. And I don't think that this even have anything to do with the cities. This has everything to do with the culture. But number one, they automatically tie all of these places to Detroit because they call everything Metro Detroit. So that is Detroit and then all of the surrounding areas. Apparently, this is completely separate. 2 groups of people is arguing. They get into a scrap, and then one of them is getting pistol whipped. And he getting pistol whipped so bad, or they getting pistol whipped so bad to where they actually break the gun. Now, some people are telling me that this is mostly all women. This is all women, and the woman is a shooter that went and got the other gun out of the trunk that wound up killing a bunch of people. That the person that's on the run is actually a female shooter. So let me switch over for a second and see if I can get some more insight before I comment on it, because it's always the usual suspects. But let me see what this person had to say. This other News Live had to say shortly after it happened, and then we're going to go from there.
I understand you just spoke with police. What's the latest?
Yeah, we did just get a briefing from police to find out that 4 people, a total of 4 men, have been shot. 2 of them have died, 1 here on the scene and another one at an area hospital, and then the other 2 victims taken to area hospital.
So 4 guys got shot, but I think that the culprit, the person that shot him, was a woman.
Take a look at some video. Still a very active scene. This happened about 10 till 3 at the Foot Locker in Eastpointe on East 8 Mile, and Kelly, as you said at the beginning of the newscast. Just a horrific situation. Police say that there were 2 groups of people, the victims and the suspects, and that there was some kind of argument in the parking lot. Again, broad daylight. We're told that the victims were going to shop for shoes, as many people are doing right now as the weather warms up on this day, and somehow the suspects, we don't know how they got involved, but we are told that they are known to each other, and of course now police looking for the suspects. Again, 2 people deceased, 2 people right now in area hospitals. Take a listen to what police said just a very short time ago.
Now we're still looking for a suspect. Suspect has not been identified this time, but we do not believe that there's any danger to the public because we do not think it was random. These two groups of people knew each other, and it appears that's what the fight started from, previous disagreements.
You got to learn how to let this stuff go, man, and just divest yourself. Troll them, clown them, get the hell up out of Dodge, and then keep it moving, man. You got to let bygones be bygones. But obviously, this was much deeper to where today it's not even the same as it was in yesteryear. Like, if you get into a scrap with somebody and then you handle it like men or you handle it like whatever, and then you just keep it moving, whoever take their L, they take their L. But it was good for the time that we got it off, and then we make it happen, and then you keep it moving. Everybody's shooters now. Everybody got a gun. Everybody is a shooter, and everybody is gonna let loose. So even if they lose, even if you win, even if you lose, it's not uncommon for a person to pull out a pistol and not be able to let it go. We got people that are way more emotional now. These young people, they getting crazy. You see it's 4 guys shot, 1 died on site. And, now you got, allegedly, it's a chick that's on the run. That's what all of the people in the streets over here in the city, they're saying that it's a chick that's on the run. But ain't nobody scrapping no more. Everybody shooting.
So right now, police not identifying publicly the victims. We do know that they are men in their 20s. We did speak briefly to the father of the man who is here. He is obviously distraught, has no words to put this grief and just a horrible situation. I don't know how anyone, could put anything into words, but he did confirm to us that it was his son. So right now, of course, police still on the scene working this. Again, suspects still out there, and still a very active police scene here in Eastpointe. Reporting live, Camille Amiri, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, Camille, it sounds like it's a really sad situation. Absolutely terrible here, but a lot of moving parts, multiple parties plus suspects. Do we know if the people who got involved in the shooting here were associated with one of the groups, or were they independent of that?
They're still all trying to figure this out. And again, there's people inside the shoe store that can't leave because this is a crime scene and they can't take their cars out. We've heard that people saw this, that they witnessed, that there's video cameras, and also too, just absolutely horrific. And I hate to even bring this up, but there were people taking pictures and video when the victim was laying there on the ground. And that is how the dad found out that it was his son.
That's crazy.
We had one woman offer to show us the picture. I absolutely didn't want to see it. It's just,
why is they taking
and
videos
he's still
of
here.
pictures?
Obviously, medical examiners have to come, but the victim, one of the fatal victims, is still here, covered up, obviously. But it's just these scenes. I mean, Hillary, we've covered so many of these over the years, but they're so hard to see the grieving relatives and for people to try to figure out if that's their relative. And it's just a horrible, horrible, sad situation. Should have never come to this.
And I'm just thankful that I never had to raise my daughter in that environment, because we've almost become desensitized to what is going on in the culture. But anyways, I'm going to stay on top of it. I'm going to talk about it on the Millionaire Morning Show in the morning. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments.